Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I figured I would do a full face of drugstore makeup products. I did purchase some new products, and I also have some products that's not new but they're new to me, and I also pulled a few products from my collection that I didn't have anything that was new of, and I was able to create this look right here. I definitely have some new favorites that I was able to find in this video. So if you guys want to see what those new favorites are, then of course let's get started. Alright you guys, so starting off to prime my eyes, I'm just going to take my Believe Beauty eyeshadow primer. I don't have a new eyeshadow primer because I typically don't switch those product out. I just kind of, finish off what I already have. So just going to prime my eyes right quickly. Alright, so for my eyeshadow palette, I do have the Profusion Upbeat Orange eyeshadow palette, which I did feature in my Walmart haul, and of course you guys already knew I was going to film with it ASAP. So here is what the palette looked like. So of course you do have those really pretty warm tones in the palette. I want to say this palette retailed all of maybe $5 if I'm not mistaken, so it's really affordable. And their palettes are pretty much affordable to begin with anyway. So starting off, I'm just going to take the color called Unwind. It's going to be this like lighter orange color, and just apply that into my crease. So this palette don't have a orange for a transition, not orange. It doesn't have a nude or a brown for a transition color. So orange it is. It's almost like a mustardy color. It does lend itself more on the yellow side once you blend it out compared to orange. It's a really pretty color. It's a lot of kickback though, so that's the only thing, is you get a lot of kickback with this color, but it's very pretty. Alright, going back into the palette, I'm going to take the color called Rhythm. It's going to be this really like peachy reddish pinkish kind of color. Just going to take that and pop that into my crease as well. Alright, going back into the palette, I'm going to take this really pretty color right here. It's called Days. It's almost like a orangey silver type of color. It's really pretty. So I'm just going to take that and pop that onto my lid. I'm going to apply it dry, and then of course I'll go into it wet afterwards. Alright, going back into the palette, I'm going to take the color called Beat and just put it right on my outer V. Then I want to take the color called Harvest and apply that to my outer V as well. So it's a cute little palette. I probably won't say it's my favorite because I feel like when you start to blend, the colors kind of like blend together, so you kind of lose the actual like dimension of the colors. So it's not my favorite palette from them, but it's not the worst palette either. So I don't think it's a palette that you like have to go out and get. It's just an okay palette. So moving on to the face, I do have the Milani Supercharged Dewy Primer. This one has in ginseng and citrus extract. So here is this one. And I cannot wait to try this. I do have the Milani Skin Quench Primer, which I absolutely love. So I kind of figured I would try this one because it's also a dewy primer. So let's see. Here is what the consistency looks like. So it's that same lotion consistency as the other one. Ooh, it smells good. It's definitely a smell that will like wake you up in the morning if you're still sleepy. I want to say it's the citrus that smells like that. You guys, please excuse my skin. It still looks crazy, but it's okay. So on the back it says it extends makeup wears, refreshes, and smooths the skin. So it feels really nice. It is hydrated. It's not the most hydrating primer, but it definitely feels moisturized on the skin. But I wouldn't say it's the most like hydrating face primer that I've tried, but it's not bad either. I like the smell. Again, it will definitely wake you up in the morning. So foundation, I do have the Milani Screen Queen foundation. This foundation is not new. It's just the newest in my collection because I never purchased this foundation when it first came out. I picked up the shade 480 Spice Toffee. Again, the foundation is not new at all. It's just new to me. And this color looks a little dark. Let's see. Yes, it is. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, that's really dark. Y'all, when I say with my foundation matching, I have been so off lately. That is so dark. Are you gonna share out? Let's see. Hopefully I can get it to share out a little bit because it looks really dark. I'm just gonna take the remainder and just do my forehead because I don't want it to be too dark, so I'm not gonna add anything extra to my forehead. I'm gonna have to go back to Walmart and see if I can change out the color. Only thing is the other color looked really light. The one after this one looked really light. All right, I don't have a new concealer either, but I do have the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. I have it in a shade called Warm Honey. You guys already know how I feel about this concealer. I think it's really pretty. It gives nice coverage. So it's definitely one of my favorites from NYX, along with the foundation. I didn't want to go too ham with the concealer, but my skin looks really dark, so I'm gonna try to lighten up my skin just a little bit with some concealer. But I don't want to go down too far because my breakout is like right here, so I don't want to go down too far with the concealer either because I don't want to accentuate my breakouts. This foundation is definitely a nice natural foundation on the skin. I think it's a happy medium between like medium coverage to natural. I think it's a happy medium, like right in the middle. So if you're the kind of person who wants coverage but not like full coverage, I think it'll be a great option for you. And I think the reason I didn't buy the foundation when it first launched, I think the reason I said in the video was because I couldn't find my shade, and I didn't want to have to like mix foundation colors to get my shade. But again, there was literally nothing new in the stores that I saw, so I was like, you know what, it's the only one I haven't tried that really piqued my interest, so I just bought it. All right, so here's what the skin is looking like thus far. So I do have a new loose powder. It's gonna be from Hard Candy. It's a Chillin' Wonder Powder. It's a Sheer Envy loose powder, and it is a hydrating loose powder as well. It says this cooling water infused loose powder delivers a refreshing, non-drying, flawless finish. The lightweight, refreshing, translucent powder helps to refresh the skin and set the makeup. So here is the packaging. It's that really light blue, baby blue packaging. And lately I have been liking Hard Candy's complexion products versus like their eye products. I have definitely been liking their products. You guys know I love the primer from them. It's definitely like one of my favorite primers in my collection. So when I seen this one, I figured I would give it a try. I just want to shake the powder. Alright, on the back of my hands. Ooh, this is super lightweight. Like, it's almost like blending in really seamlessly. It's definitely not like your traditional loose powders where it sits under the eyes when you apply it. It automatically like dissolves into the skin, which is pretty cool. All right, just want to take the back of the sponge and just do the rest of my face. I was gonna use the Rimmel Stay Matte powder, but again, my skin looks dark, so I just want to try to get some tone down this a little bit. So change your plans. So far I do like it. It definitely feels super lightweight and it blended into the skin like really nicely. I don't feel like it added any like extra color to my skin. Only thing I am seeing is, I don't know if this has shimmer in it or if it's just my eyeshadow that's falling onto my face, because I have shimmer on my forehead too. That's weird. Let me see. No, I don't see any shimmer on my hand. So yeah, that's just my eyeshadow, so disregard that. That's not the actual powder. So moving on into the face, I did pick up a darker shade of the Maybelline Fit Me in the color called Java 375. I have never seen this powder come like this deep before. If you guys have seen that, let me know. Maybe I just like bypassed it, but when I seen it had a darker shade, I figured I'll just use it to bronze up my skin because I do like the powder. Is super lightweight and it's easy to blend out. It is more on the cool tone side looking at it from the pan, but I kind of figured I'll just use it to bronze up my skin. And then for blush, I do have the Milani blush. It's going to be the Cheek Kiss Cream Blush in the color called Merlot Moment. So it's a really pretty color. You guys know I love the one from e.l.f. So when I saw that Milani had their own version, I kind of figured I would give it a try. So here she is. Ooh, that is pigmented. Okay, let's use our fingers. It blends out really easily. All right, you guys, so my battery had overheated a little bit, so going back into the tutorial, so I did apply the blush on this side, and I did use my hand to sheer it out a little bit. I will say these are pigmented, but they're not as pigmented as the one from e.l.f. because with the one from e.l.f., once you sheer it out, you can literally like still see the pigment, whereas this one, it definitely looks more natural, which I like. Because again, the one from e.l.f. you can definitely go overboard with that one. So if you want to try a cream blush and you're a first time like cream blush user, I would definitely say probably try the one from Milani first, and then you could probably dabble into the one from e.l.f. after. I'm just gonna take my sponge and just press it in some more. All right, and then going back into my hard candy powder, I'm just gonna take that to set the blush. I typically just go over it with another blush, like a powder blush, but I'm just gonna take this and just set it, because y'all, this powder is so lightweight. So just gonna do that. And that would be that for the blush. I'm just gonna take my stippling brush and just stipple over my face just for any like excess powder that's probably still like lingering. I'm just gonna stipple that away, and it will definitely help to just kind of like blend everything together as well. All right, so moving on into the highlighter, I do have the Believe Beauty. It's gonna be the Luminizing Glow Trio in the color called Sandstorm. I did feature this in that Walmart haul as well. You guys know Believe Beauty is very inexpensive. Their products are very affordable, and they have really good products as well. So here is what the palette looked like. I told you guys in that video, it reminds me of the Revolution Pro highlighter palette. So diving into this, I'm gonna take the bronze color because I think it's more flattering for my skin complexion, and just gonna highlight. I'm hoping this is not gonna be like glittery. Let's see. My lash, this lash is not cooperating. All right, come on lash, cooperate. This is definitely a really pretty like subtle highlighter. I know everyone is not really doing too much highlighters nowadays. If they do, it's more like of a subtle highlighter versus how it used to be in the past where it was like, here's my highlight. So I definitely feel like you do get a nice pretty glow, but at the same time it's very like toned down. So this is pretty. Like this can honestly be like a everyday type of highlighter, because again, it's very subtle and it's not glittery at all, which I'm very happy about. Because I feel like the less expensive products are in terms of highlighters, they can get glittery and chunky very quickly. All right, so we're gonna ignore that lash because it's doing what it wanna do, so. All Alright you guys, so moving on into the lips, I do have the NYX Butter Gloss in the color called Cinnamon Roll. I know this product used to be a hot commodity back in the day, then NYX got rid of it and then they brought it back, but it was not the correct color, and then they brought it back again, and now they brought it back as a butter gloss. So I did feature this in that haul as well. So I'm just going to take it, and I think I want to line my lips first. I'm going to take the Ruby Kiss Perfect Precision Lip Liner in the color called Gingerbread. Just going to line my lips first and then apply the NYX Butter Gloss afterwards. Alright, going into the butter gloss. I feel like the gloss is pulling more gray against my skin complexion. I'm just going to take the Wet n Wild Cloud Pout Marshmallow Mousse in the color called Fluff, what is it? Fluff Nutter? Fluffer Mutter. And just apply it to the center, because again, it's pulling more gray on me and I want to kind of get some warmth. This smells so good. Alright, I don't have a new setting spray, so I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Drunken Rock 3-in-1 face mist to just set my face. And just take my sponge and just press everything in one more time. Alright you guys, this is pretty much the final completed look. I had to refix my lash because I told you guys it was not cooperating with me, so I did go back and I did fix my lash. So I apologize if it was distracting in the last clip, but she's fixed now. But yeah, this is pretty much the completed video. I must say, in terms of my standout products, it's definitely going to be the Hard Candy Chillin' Wonder Powder, the Sheer Envy Loose Powder. You guys, this product was definitely not what I expected. It of course exceeded my expectations. I typically don't use a loose powder like all over my face, but I told you guys for some reason that was not like the traditional loose powder. It's like once you apply it to your face, it pretty much like just soaked into your skin. My skin does not feel powdery. My skin does not feel like tight. It just feels like I have nothing on my face, and I just like the fact that it did not manipulate or change the color of my foundation or my like blush or concealer or anything like that. It just feels like literally I have nothing on my skin. So definitely check this product out, you guys. I was very impressed with it, and I can definitely see it being one that I use a lot in my videos. It's definitely up there with my Airspun. I might say it's actually maybe a little bit better than my Airspun, because it doesn't add any color to my actual skin. I want to take a picture with flash just to kind of see what that looks like. I feel like that would be like the telltale. Ooh, definitely not the most flattering picture, but it's okay. But yeah, I'm gonna insert the picture so you guys can see there is no flashback with it, so that's gonna be a plus for me. The next product is gonna be the Believe Beauty Luminizing Glow Trio in Sandstorm. I told you guys I did not know what to expect with this product, because most highlighters that's super inexpensive can be really like glittery and chunky, and this one was actually really smooth. Like, as you guys can see, I still have a nice glow to my skin, but at the same time it's nothing that's too intense. It just looks more natural, like a really natural pretty highlighter. And because I do have my breakout happening on this side of my face, I didn't want it to like accentuate that part of my face, which it does not. So this was definitely another product that was 2 thumbs up. The Milani blush, very pretty. I love it. It definitely shared out very nicely. It's not as intense as the e.l.f. blush, so if you want to try cream blush but you're scared to just use the product, definitely try the Milani one out, because it's just a nice flush of color on the cheeks. With the e.l.f. one, even if you blend it out, it still is very like intense and like boom in your face, whereas this one looked like I barely have anything on my skin as far as the actual blush color, and I think it's really pretty. So I can definitely say those three were my standout products in this video. Everything else I enjoyed playing with, but those three definitely like stood out to me where I'm like, go try it, like go try it. But yes, you guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. Be sure to give it 2 thumbs up. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.